Welcome back, guys. Before the video starts, I just want to ask that you guys like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and lets me know that you guys enjoy my content. With that said, let's get straight to the video. Welcome back, everybody, to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. First off, let me address the obvious lack of Dokkan in the background or anything. It's just me. But welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. Today is going to be more of a discussion video. I'm going to be trying to change the format of how I do these videos. Like I said, since my channel's been growing, I do want to improve my content and make it a lot better for you guys, a way better viewing experience for you. So today is going to be a different type of discussion video, something that we're not all used to. We're going to be talking about 9th anniversary and what I think it could possibly be. Very recently, Dragon Ball Legends released a brand new LR, it's basically LR Ultimate Gohan, but he transforms into Beast, and that had me thinking, what if we got a Beast or a 9th year anniversary celebration surrounding superhero in itself? A lot of the community's been theorizing about this, some saying that UI Goku is going to be making it somehow into the mix alongside a Beast Gohan, and you know, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I do think a full-on superhero celebration would just overall be a lot better for the game. I've already come up with a concept on my YouTube channel about this exact same thing, except it was for Worldwide Download Celebration. Now it's 9th year anniversary. I think we could definitely see a superhero celebration for the 9 years that this game has been out. I think superhero would be a perfect fit for an anniversary celebration, especially because a lot of the stuff we would get from that celebration is still fairly new to the game and the series as a whole. Anyway, with all that said, let's get right into the meat and the potatoes of it. Very clearly, a lot of people were very disappointed with the superhero celebration we had at the very end of New Year's. The exception was Orange Piccolo, but outside of that, a lot of people weren't really happy with it, mostly for the summable characters that we got, but also because of how it was handled on global. So I'm gonna make it my job to make a very pleasing celebration for both versions of the game, and on top of that, some really exciting characters along with it. So here's what I definitely want to see for sure for the part 1 banners, and just to edit it a little bit more. So right here we have Beast Gohan. Obviously, like, this could be this is obviously going to be the headliner, right? The one character everybody's going to be going for, pulling for, wanting, etc. Everybody's going to be going for this guy. There's not much discussion we need to have about him. I am just simply hoping that he's like a movie heroes leader, Power Beyond Super Saiyan leader. Like that could be a very fun, honestly, movie heroes, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, boom. Like I am a-okay with that. Let that be the thing. Let that be the case, right? Or hybrids, or whatever you want to do, really. But or bond of parent and child. It could be bond of parent and child. That too. That could definitely be a thing too. We do need a new bond of parent and child leader. So it being Beast Gohan, honestly, I'm completely here for. And then we have their banner unit, Android 18 and Krillin. Now, this character is definitely going to be having a lot of really wonky links, teams, etc. But the two teams that they are going to be on guaranteed is probably superheroes and movie heroes, right? So superheroes and movie heroes. This character is going to be on them. What I would like to see for this character specifically is just make them an ultra strong, ultra powerful support type character that is restricted to that team specifically, right? They don't have to be good anywhere else but superheroes and movie heroes, and I'm completely fine with that. Give them like 50% support, 5 key, fuck it, give it 5 key, 80% chance to dodge, damage reduction, whatever. Just give them everything they need to be a good slot 3 character for this team, or those teams specifically. Number 1, introduce the Beast Gohan into the game already. It's been a year. Excuse me, I am so sorry about that. I am losing track of time. It's been out for a year and a half, but Beast Gohan has actually been out for a year. We don't actually have standalone Beast Gohan, so I would like to see that implemented somehow in this celebration, whether that be a Dokkan Fest or a Carnival LR. A lot of people were very disappointed with the character we got New Year's, but I think overall that has shifted a little bit. But I think the game would be very, very happy to get a brand new Beast Gohan, someone who's very strong and helps out LR Ultimate Gohan a lot, and on top of that, makes the entire celebration just feel a lot more fresh. It's going to bring in a lot of new players and probably even older ones. So an LR Beast Gohan standalone is at the top of my list when it comes to this 9th year anniversary celebration. I did switch this up, right? I would rather this be Cell Max, and then in Cell Max's spot be Orange Piccolo. So with that context, have this be Orange Piccolo as a Dokkan Fest, not a Carnival LR, a Dokkan Fest. So this would be a dual Dokkan Fest right here. Next part would be a dual carnival. Honestly, the dual carnival stuff, I don't mind too much, right? Like, I definitely don't mind dual carnival, especially if they're gonna make them good. If they're anywhere near as good as Kaiku or like Kid Gohan was on release, like definitely, I am completely okay with those characters, right? Being carnival characters. So, yeah, Orange Piccolo right here as a carnival LR. Let him lead Namekians, right? I think we've gotten to the point where like Namekians, honestly, has become a really strong team. Namekians and or like, I don't know, like something like, just give him a really good leader skill. Give him 3 leader skills. Hell, Namekian. I want to say superheroes, but like we would have some pretty good superhero characters with this guy. Actually, you know, yeah, make him superheroes, Namekian, and we'll think of the third one, right? Like maybe Bond of Master and Disciple or something like that, right? Bond of Master and Disciple, I feel like would hurt it a little bit, but it's just a rough draft, right? Just give them really good leader skills, 200% leader skills. We'll figure that out later, but just make them really good. Number 2 on my list would have to be a brand new Orange Piccolo standalone LR. I think that could be a very hype addition to the game, and honestly, for all us Piccolo fans, we would be eating. I'm very happy with the Piccolo we got on New Year's, but I am not happy with the fact that I get to see Orange Piccolo way less often than I do see Power Awakening Piccolo. It would just be nice to have an Orange Piccolo in the game. I think the one thing that I am very excited about and I want the most out of everything are super class bosses, right? So give us, okay, a Beast Gohan superclass boss. That not only is going to help out like people like Turles, but it's going to help out a lot of extreme class characters too, right? Just having a superclass boss to go into it. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with the idea yet of like having the boss be debuffed, like being able to debuff the boss. I think maybe like defense is fine, or like maybe stunning sometimes would be okay, but or sealing. I mean, sealing actually, I'd be okay with sealing. You know, like have them have heavy hitting normals and a really hard hitting super attack, but let them be able to be sealed. I think that could be fine. But yeah, let Beast Gohan be a really powerful boss. I feel like it's about that time we get a superclass boss for an anniversary for sure. Because you already have a boss for Cell Max. We're not getting a Cell Max boss again. I don't think. I would hope not. So let it be Beast Gohan, right? Let it be Beast Gohan. Let villains have their time to shine. I am totally down, honestly, with the idea of easy-aing these two for an anniversary. You could spit it either way, right? Whether that be like, you know, let's say Golden Week is, let's say Worldwide Down Celebration is like Gogeta and Janemba, right? Like you could easy-a them there, but also, you know, for a movie celebration, movie heroes, I mean, obviously there's not very many movie heroes characters that you'd want to easy-a, and even when it comes to like actual movie characters, there aren't very many characters that I necessarily would want easy-a right off the rip, right? Like maybe this guy, but who knows? Maybe we get a BoJack celebration for New Year's, right? And he easy-a's anyway, right? Like this could definitely be a contender for sure. You could easy-a this guy. Honestly, he needs an easy-a. He's coming up on one very soon. These guys could easy-a, sure. I'd be okay with them easy-aing. These guys could easy-a, but like, really, I mean, when I'm thinking about like outside of these LRs, right? Like who else do I want to easy-a necessarily, right? Like Ader's not easy-aing. These guys aren't getting their easy-a's. You could probably say Pycon, but you know what? Yeah, Pycon could definitely get an easy-a. He'd be a very interesting easy-a too. A lot of people in the community really like this guy. I don't understand it necessarily. But you could definitely get an easy-a for this guy, right? Like he has the turn 4 dodge. Not turn 4 dodge. He's got the seal. He's got dodge, right? He's a support type character. I mean, it's not like he could have a pretty nasty easy-a, I feel like, right? Like definitely. He could have a pretty good easy-a. So I think, okay. All right. So movie hero, movie bosses, right? We could go for an easy-a Pycon and then easy-a the Tech Janemba that comes with them. Now that Tech Janemba actually, so Vector is at fault for this, right? But Vector's kind of convinced me of Tech Janemba's game recently, okay? Very recently, I've seen Tech Janemba take like, it was like 300k from a Zamasu super or something like that. Like, it was ridiculous. It was like actually ridiculous how little damage he was taking from that type disadvantaged. Well, actually, I guess he wasn't type disadvantaged. He did have guard. Still though, like it was kind of, it blew my mind just how much damage he took from that attack there. But like, you know, we easy ate last year. We easy ate like how many characters last year? It was a lot, right? It was definitely a lot. We had Super Boo and Super Vegito. Okay, so these guys easy ate. That's 2 easy A's right there. That was for part 1, right? Part 1, those 2 easy ate, pretty good easy A's too. So for part 1, Tech Janemba, PyCon easy A, right? Here, so if we wanted to continue on this trend, right? We could very well, honestly, like, oh, let's make it, we could do this, right? Where are we at? So movie heroes, okay? We could easy A, this guy, okay? Or this guy. I feel like this guy's going to easy A sometime New Year's, though. I feel like he's going to easy A pretty damn soon. If it's, honestly, you could make it anniversary. Easy A this guy anniversary. And then I guess if you wanted a villain character to easy A with him. So if you wanted a movie boss's villain to easy A with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we don't have a Hirudegan in game. That, like, we know this already, right? We know Hirudegan. But if we wanted a villain character to easy A, I suppose, like, you could probably get away with LR Turles. Where's he at? LR Turles right here. You can get away with him. Or you could go ahead and easy A these guys. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, give them an easy A. Yes, I'd be very happy with that. So to replace these two, if we didn't want to do them part 1, part 1 could be Janemba, and then PyCon. Part 2, we have these. I mean, yes, we have these guys are the part 2 easy A. This guy's already getting his easy A, so he's fine. So make that Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That would be a very, very fun part 2 easy A there. But yeah, for part 1, easy A Janemba and PyCon, and then obviously awaken these guys, right? Give them their awakenings, easy A them, give them their easy A area. Very obviously we would be getting a new LR, right? A free to play LR. If I were to say who I'd want that to be, make the free to play. Yeah, actually, you know what? Make the free to play LR these guys. Yes. Make them those guys for sure. I'd be actually pretty happy with that. Make it those guys, or like, yeah, just make it them. No, I think that'd be a decent free to play LR. Make them a really, really, really strong free to play LR on movie bosses. I'd be happy with that for sure. And then for part 3, we've discussed their easy A. Or for part 2, right, of the celebration, we have the Gammas as headliners as a carnival, and then we would have Cell Max as a carnival LR here. So Gamma 1 and 2, you could honestly do with anything with those guys. Make them. I think joint forces would be cool. Right, a joint forces would be new joint forces leader would definitely be really awesome. Make them lead like 3 categories though. Like give them 3 categories: joint forces, androids, and I guess you could go for something like maybe. They could introduce a new category to the game, honestly. Yeah, they could introduce a new category. So yeah, just give them 3 categories to lead. Make their 200% very easy to get for their team. Don't make it like very hard. Just make them a cohesive leader, right? With a lot of what their characters are. And we so right here I had Jesus, I can't even think of his name right now, but you know who he is. I had him as their banner unit, right? Obviously, there wouldn't really be a spot for him unless we wanted to make him like a part of this card, right? For the free-to-play LR. That could go hard, honestly. Yeah, we could do that. Although he doesn't really do much. He does have the wasp, so that could be an attack that he does. But it's not like he's not doing too much there, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this card could go crazy though. All 3 of these guys together as a free-to-play LR, I would be down for that. Okay. So now we get to part 3, right? So 8th anniversary. 8th anniversary had about 3 parts, right? It didn't have an EX part. So 3 parts, plus the countdown. They had the countdown stuff, right? So part 3. If we really wanted to do this, we would have them EZA the free-to-play LR and then the Gammas in this celebration, or in this exact same EZA. Give us, I think this, like, I did enjoy this mission. Not the Omega version of it. It was definitely a little bit annoying, but like, give us something similar to this, right? You know, the Gammas have a standby. They could definitely do something like that. Oh my God, Beast Gohan could have his standby. Yes, dude, make this an event for sure. Oh, yeah. So I want to see an event like Omega Shenron, but I want it to be for like super class characters, right? So the Gammas do count as super. I would like them to be like on a super, I don't know, some deadly battle destruction event or something like that, right? Where there's multiple stages, right? But each time, I think it's going to climb its way to Orange Piccolo being the second hardest fight, like Sin was, and then Omega Shenron basically being like Beast Gohan. I feel like that could be really, really fun. A really fun thing, and it's full of superclass characters. Like the first stage could be Pan or whatever, right? Yeah, we knew that these guys were going to get their EZA. So there they are. Now, when it comes to these guys, 6-year anniversary LRs, the 6-year anniversary LRs, man, I'm not really too big on the idea of EZAing them that celebration. I would like to see more movie characters like the Janemba and the Gogeta, right? But I will say it could be either or, right? It could be the Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku, or it could be the Gogeta and the Janemba, and I'd be happy either way, right? That it could be that could be a really fun celebration, though. Just overall, I'd be very happy and excited for something like that. So, let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I could add to the celebration to make it a little bit better. Like I said, you know, I did try and improve this a little bit. This is more so for Worldwide Download Celebration, right? Like, I had no idea what could possibly be coming. Actually, I think I meant this for New Year's, right? But there's not going to be there's not going to be a part 2. But with that said, everybody, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate each and every last one of you. If you enjoyed, let me know down in the comments, and also let me know what I can do better. It's been a while since I've done a discussion video like this, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Recently, I've been super busy making my video essays and stuff, so it is nice just to sit down and kind of talk about what I'd like to see come from the game. So with that said, everyone, I hope you guys have a great day. Strive to be better people every single day, and I will see you all in the next one. And for more content just like this, consider becoming a member, where you get access to the members-only Discord channels, where we host live events for the community every month, and exclusive content and private server content over there. Also, consider hitting the like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And with that said, I appreciate you all, and have a great day.